Welcome to Heart Talk, a place where we speak honestly and deeply about love, sex, and emotional connection between two people. Today we're going to touch on a delicate but very real topic. Why do many women feel hesitant about oral sex? And if you're a man who truly loves and respects your partner, is there a way to make that experience more comfortable and bonding for both of you? Contrary to what movies often show, not every woman feels natural or ready when it comes to giving oral sex. Many women have experienced discomfort, anxiety, or even emotional triggers related to it. What matters is understanding the reasons behind her hesitation, instead of pressuring her or expecting her to put up with it for your sake. Here are some of the things she might be feeling silently, along with subtle ways you can help her feel safer, more respected, and more connected.
Understand is
1. When the sensation of gagging becomes a barrier. One of the most common reasons women feel anxious or even fearful about oral sex is the sensation of losing control. For many, having to bend down and use their mouth while their partner is highly aroused isn't just a physical act. It's a deeply psychological experience. Imagine this. She's trying to please the man she loves, but suddenly she gags, coughs, or tears up uncontrollably. That's not a moment of intimacy. It's a moment that can make her feel weak and vulnerable. Instead of drawing her closer, those involuntary physical reactions can actually push her further away from the act itself. That's why one of the most important things you, as a caring and empathetic partner, can do is let her choose a position that feels comfortable for her body and emotions. When she's in control of the pace, depth, and timing, fear slowly gives way to a sense of safety. And when a woman feels safe, she naturally opens up, lets her guard down, and begins to enjoy the emotional and physical connection. Because sex isn't a one-way performance. It's a shared experience where both partners are in tune, respectful, and attuned to each other's needs. 2. When long duration becomes a physical challenge. Something many men unintentionally overlook is the physical strain that oral sex can place on women when it goes on too long. You might be enjoying every second, but for her, bending over, using her jaw, tongue, and breath, it can turn into a test of endurance rather than a moment of intimacy. The longer it lasts, the more likely it is to shift from pleasure to discomfort, jaw fatigue, dry mouth, labored breathing. And once negative associations begin to form, she might hesitate next time, no matter how much she loves you. Instead of cutting it short, try changing the approach. Let her start with her hands, gentle, loving, and sensual. Hands can be incredibly erotic when guided with care. This allows her to warm up, take control, and feel mentally prepared before transitioning into something more intimate. Sensitivity, attentiveness, and respect for her body are key to creating a connected experience. When you pay attention to her every movement, her breathing, her expressions, you're not just a lover. You're her partner in emotional and physical exploration. 3. The right moment to talk before it's too late. A common mistake many people make is bringing up sexual desires just moments before things get physical. At that point, the room is charged with expectation, the bodies are reacting, but her mind may not be ready. This mismatch can lead to confusion, pressure, or even distrust. If you spring the request on her without giving her space to process or prepare, she may feel like she has no choice but to say yes. A rejection might feel awkward, and a hesitant yes might feel forced. The danger? It chips away at trust because she no longer feels truly respected. Instead, find a quiet, private, and relaxed moment, maybe after work, before bed, or while listening to soft music together. In that space, speak honestly about what you enjoy, what you're curious about, or what you hope to explore. Don't pressure. Don't push. Just share. When a woman feels safe, heard, and not cornered, she'll surprise you with how open she can be. Women are not lacking in desire. They just need a safe space for that desire to bloom and be respected. 4. Taste the small detail that changes everything. When it comes to physical intimacy, it's often the small, quiet details that have the biggest emotional impact. Taste is one of those things. It's not about skill or confidence. For many women, swallowing isn't the issue. It's the aftertaste that lingers in the mouth, memory, and emotion. Your body reflects how you live. What you eat, drink, and how you take care of yourself all contribute to the taste she experiences. Foods like pineapple, kiwi, watermelon, and celery, high in water and alkalinity, can make semen taste milder or even slightly sweet. In contrast, heavy proteins, dairy, seafood, alcohol, and coffee can create a stronger, more unpleasant taste. What matters is not that you have to change your diet, but that you choose to, as an act of care. It's a subtle way to say, I see you, I appreciate you, and I want to make this feel good for you too. Sometimes just a glass of juice before your date or a lighter meal can completely shift the experience for both of you. Don't underestimate the small things, because in love, especially in physical closeness, the little details build deep trust and lasting emotional connection. 5. Cleanliness, a simple gesture that speaks volumes. In love, what brings people closer isn't always sweet words, but the thoughtful actions that show care. Personal hygiene is one of the most basic yet powerful forms of respect. And when couples grow more comfortable, it's easy to forget the courtesies that once felt obvious. Imagine this. You've just finished a run, you're sweaty, and you approach your partner hoping to get intimate. You probably wouldn't feel great if the roles were reversed. Women are the same. They might desire you deeply, but a body that hasn't been refreshed can interrupt the flow of affection, or even cause silent disappointment. A quick shower before intimacy isn't just about getting clean. It's a kind of ritual, a moment that says, I'm washing off the day and stepping into something sacred with you. It's a quiet declaration. I want to be fresh, comfortable, and inviting, so you feel at ease touching me. That small act shows you care. Not just about your body, but about how she feels with you. Because in every intimate moment, what really sparks desire isn't physical. It's the feeling of being loved, understood, and respected. 6. Control, or the fear of being overpowered. The most beautiful part of intimacy isn't technique or performance. It's feeling safe. For some women, physical closeness can bring up painful memories or emotional scars they've never shared. Some were pressured. Some felt like they lost control of themselves during moments that should have been deeply connecting. So when you casually place your hand on her head, gently push, or even unintentionally hold, it might trigger a deep internal reaction. Her body remembers the feeling of losing control, and in that moment all the warmth and closeness can disappear in an instant. What you need is not strength but sensitivity. Let your hands listen. Instead of guiding forcefully, guide with care. Instead of controlling, lead with gentleness. A soft stroke through her hair, a loving gaze, a shared breath. These seemingly small gestures build deep trust and connection. Because when she knows she's free, when she knows she can say stop at any moment, that's when she'll feel safest to open up completely. And what you'll receive in return won't just be physical. It will be a gift from her soul, a connection she chooses to give, not a duty she feels she must fulfill. And finally, something truly important. Not every woman likes or wants to give oral sex. And that doesn't mean she loves you any less. Sometimes her hesitation comes from past trauma, past relationships, or simply her own personal comfort. As a real man who loves her, your job isn't to change her.